Hi, 210 students. Tonight, the 30th of January, we wrap up Learning Outcomes 1 and 3, weeks 1 and 2. Be sure to submit your intended major project plans. Know that they can change between now and when it's due, but I'd like to know what track you're on to kind of keep track of who's doing what, when, and where. So please let me know in as much detail as you possibly can what your plans are, if you're volunteering, where and when, along with that service learning agreement. And then if you're planning on doing the research project, what you're planning to study, what outside project you hope to be able to do to gather research, and so forth. So I look forward to reading those after you all submit them by midnight tonight. Reminder, we have a meeting tomorrow from 5 to 5:30 in Building 3, Room 206. If you have any questions about anything in this class so far, or if you just want to come to meet me or your classmates, 5 to 5:30 tomorrow night. So I'll be there. Come if you can. You don't need to let me know in advance. We are now moving into weeks 3 and 4, which will cover Learning Outcomes 7. We're going to talk about race and ethnicity and gender, which is very interesting. You have quizzes on 2 chapters, Chapter 2 and Chapter 4. We will also begin reading Other People's Children and post in the discussion board area. And lastly, we're going to talk about Brown versus Board of Education, which probably most of you have heard about, but I'm sure you'll learn a few new things that you didn't know before that will be quite interesting and eye-opening. We have another service learning opportunity that someone in our class shared. I will post it underneath this video in the opening page of EDU 210, the home page. But also, if any of you are interested or willing to volunteer with the Granite Mountain Science Fair, it is kind of a big commitment because it's 2 different days for pretty decent chunks of time. Let me know as soon as possible. They are still looking for 4 or 5 more volunteers, and I think that would be a fun way to get your service learning hours done, and you'll probably see some really interesting things. All right, I'll check back in again in 2 weeks. And for those of you I see tomorrow, I look forward to meeting you in person.